Hey guys, it's Matt the Cell Junkie coming back at you with one more. So it was time for me to jump with T-Mobile. I had the BlackBerry Priv, which I wanted to do a final review on that one, but time restraints and crap happening in reality and all this other crap wouldn't let me do it. So I ended up turning it in, and I ended up getting another device, and that would be the Alcatel Idol 4S with Windows 10. So I've been doing some research on this device and, watching other people's reviews, looking it up online, other stuff like that. And, I said, hey, I really want to check that out. I don't know if you guys saw, but I have a Lumia 640 review I did a few months back where I actually liked the phone so much I tried to get it unlocked, but Cricket wouldn't unlock it. But I had that and I was like, oh my God, this is great. So when I found out this was coming to T-Mobile and it was right near my jump time, I said, well, let's just go ahead and get it. And thus far, I gotta say, guys, it's very mixed. It's very mixed. So there's a couple different things about this device that I like, and then there's a couple different things about this device that I cannot stand. Um, let's start with the bad. All right, we're gonna start out with some of the bad. Uh, Windows 10 is really trying, but they're not succeeding. There are glitches in the matrix, and Neo is messing some stuff up, and it is not going well. I had an update, I want to say 2 days ago for the system. Did everything was working fine before then. Now it is completely messing up. Apps are crashing. I mean, apps are going to crash in no matter what you do. Whether you have an Android, whether you have an iPhone, you have a BlackBerry, or obviously a Windows device. Apps are going to crash. That's the nature of the beast. Well, it really boils down to how are they crashing and how often are they crashing. Well, for example, the Facebook app sometimes would just not load. It would just go to the big F screen. It would just sit there. My phone would be blue with a Facebook logo. Other times it would load right up. Other times it would crash. I use a YouTube client on here, and after the system update, it would crash. Like it would literally, well, the video would crash. It would go back to the start screen, and then the sound from the video would still be playing. So and it wouldn't stop until it stopped itself. So I don't know what's going on with that one, but and there's just I thought I'd be all right with the app support. I had a BlackBerry Classic. Granted, I did put the Play Store on there, and I had some apps on there from Google Play. Most of them were actually coming from Amazon or at BlackBerry App World, but this one it's a little lighter than I would like it to be. I knew that going in, but I didn't think it was going to be that obvious. So some of the good things. First, look at this design. I don't want to call out Alcatel, and Samsung, hey, it looks the same, as the frickin' S7 or some shit. It's not. It's a similar design, but I think Alcatel did a damn good job of designing this phone. It's got a nice matte black, almost bluish glass, with a gold trim, which I didn't think I was gonna like the gold trim, but the gold trim is actually really nice because I don't like gold color, but it worked out really nice. It's got dual front-facing speakers, front and back, just like the Android version. So that's something definitely good. The screen is awesome. It's a 1080p panel AMOLED, but with the VR, you'd probably see the pixels. I have not tested the VR at this point. And then the camera's really good, and it's got a fingerprint sensor on the back, which I really enjoy. I like them on the back instead of on the front because I feel like it's always going to do something. The front ones I just don't like. I think it takes away from the aesthetic of the phone. And people always talk about, the Alcatel Idol 4S. You can't feel it. Yeah, there's a slight ridge there. You can feel it. If you're like me, you're going to put a case on it anyway. This is an Incipio case, and as you can see, it's got the circle for the fingerprint sensor, so you just go for the circle. It's not that hard, guys. It's not rocket science. Playing Angry Birds. Nice. All right, so this guy's got 64 gigs of inboard storage. It's got 3.5 gigs of RAM. It has a Snapdragon 820, which I'm really surprised that they would put a Snapdragon 820 in a Windows device. I just haven't. I mean, I haven't done a lot of research on Windows stuff. It shocks me. Now the HP XP3 has an 820 as well. It runs smooth. It's just there's some hiccups that's hard to explain. Like you kind of actually have to see them and live through it. So I mean, overall it's a good phone, but my thing is I can recommend this phone to a Windows Phone user that has an older Lumia or the older Alcatel Idol Fierce XL with Windows 10, or some other older Windows device. They want to upgrade. Say they want Continuum. This is also Continuum supported. I do not have any of the hookups for Continuum, so I cannot use it. I have not tested it. I've never messed with it. I wish I could, but I haven't. I could also recommend this to someone that's uses Windows for business and they travel a lot. They could hook it right up, at a hotel or something. Bring the devices with them, so that way, they don't have to have multiple devices. Just a little pouch that has a couple of wires. It's not that big of a deal. So the big thing I could say is it's a good phone, but if you're coming from Android or if you're coming from iOS, I would probably stick there unless you're really dying to try Continuum. I mean, I'm never going to tell anybody not to go try a phone. To me, trying other operating systems, trying other hardwares and manufacturers and everything, to me that helps with keeping the business and the industry fresh. To me, when the Priv came out, that was one of those things where they thought outside the box. And by thinking outside the box, I feel like they had decent results. And it got people's attention. That's the whole thing. Get the attention of the people. So, I mean, I'd say definitely try it if you're looking to go for Continuum, business user or anything like that. But if you're not, and you're kind of shaky on it, I'd say just go ahead and stick with what you got. Or if you're going to upgrade to whatever you got, the new version. So if you got an iPhone 6, go for an iPhone 7. Don't come jump into this. Don't go get this unlocked or anything. But it's $469 over at T-Mobile. I have to say, guys, though, but with some of the bugs that's been going on and some of the app crashes, I'm highly debating taking this back. I'm still within my 14 days, so I might end up taking this back and going and get the iPhone SE and go run through that, see what that's like. So, guys, if you got any questions on this device, go ahead and drop the question down in the comments, and I'll try to answer it as quick as possible, as full as possible. If there's any devices that you want me to check out or anything like that, go ahead and drop a tweet on @selljunkie83, and I'll see what I can do. But until then, guys, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and again, this is Matt the Cell Junkie, and I'll see you on the next one.